Subscribe if you still don't have Vex Mythoclast. This probably sounds lame, but thank you guys so much for almost 500 subscribers who enjoy the straight to the point content. At least I hope they do. It really gives me motivation to keep going. So without further ado, let's get into it. Ace Friendly with another Guides in Minutes, a series providing straight to the point step-by-step walkthroughs. If you're new to raiding or still stumped on an encounter, take a look at the rest of my step-by-step guides on my channel. But today we're going over the Duality dungeon. In this dungeon, you will constantly do the following. First, expect to travel between two dimensions. You do this to get symbols and eventually dunk these symbols. The nightmare and real dimensions of the same rooms are similar but have small differences like missing platforms. Travel between dimensions by shooting these bells. You'll find these all throughout the whole dungeon. Traveling to the nightmare world, you can shoot the bell from anywhere, but returning from the nightmare world, shooting the bell if you're outside this circle will kill you. So just make sure you and your team are inside the circle before shooting it. If someone doesn't make it, no big deal, just res them. You'll activate the bell with enough damage, even if you use shoulder charge like my teammate here. Or you can quickly one-shot the bells with weapons like shotguns, snipers, or anything hard-hitting. This way you can travel between worlds very quickly. Bells may be locked and look grimy like this, so you must kill a pair of Bellkeeper flamethrower guys to unlock it. You'll see this message after killing the two Bellkeepers and unlocking the bell. Be quick because you're under a constant wipe timer. Please be careful around Bellkeepers and their flamethrowers. They will boop you off the map or architect you. The same goes for phalanxes who can push you off the map or just shield bash you to death. You know what, there's one more thing to expect in this dungeon. It is buggy as hell. So be careful out there, Guardians. So there are symbols and bells, so what? In order to make progress in this dungeon, you will be acquiring and dunking symbols in all encounters. Most encounters will tell you which ones to get. In this clip shown, you need to go get Axe and Cup. For every encounter, we'll follow these main steps. It will always be some variation of going to Nightmare World to pick up a symbol, return to Real World to dunk it. This then allows you to do something. So in general, you'll be doing the following. First, go to the Nightmare World, kill an enemy holding a symbol, pick up that symbol. Confirm you picked it up, it's easy to forget. Return to Real World, find the symbol's correct spot, and dunk it. Never forget to kill the Bellkeepers. I'll try to remind you too. Loading in, platform, and practice shooting bells to travel between dimensions. Eventually you'll drop down to the first encounter, killing Ghalran. Loadouts. I recommend swords because DPS can get chaotic. This is a great dungeon for Titans. Feel free to assign the following, but honestly, one person can grab all the symbols while everyone else kills Bellkeepers and clear ads. You will travel back and forth between dimensions. Your job is to find two Scions somewhere in the Nightmare World. Kill them. They'll drop their symbols. Take their symbols back to the real world and dunk them. Reminder, never forget to kill Bellkeepers to unlock your bell. Let's dig deeper. You need two symbols, so find and kill two Scions. There are 4 rooms. The Scions can spawn in any of these 4 rooms. Make sure to check all the rooms, especially the ones on the other side. So step by step. Start in Real World. Go to Nightmare World. Take note of Bellkeepers. Search all 4 rooms for the 2 Scions. They could be here, here, or here. Anyways, kill them and the Bellkeepers. Scions will drop symbols, pick them up, and return to the real world. Here's some clips of what it looks like. Travel to Nightmare World. Find and kill Scions. They drop symbols. Pick up symbols. Double check that you picked it up. Please don't forget your Bellkeepers. Your team now has 2 symbols in hand. Next step, go back to the real world. Find a dunk spot marked by your symbol. Dunk it in. Remember, this entire dungeon follows these main steps. We've just completed steps 1 and 2. Now we get to do something. So you finish dunking your symbol and the other person dunks their symbol. The door in front of both dunks will open. Both of you enter your respective rooms. If you did not have a symbol, you can hang out in the main room or just pick a teammate to follow into the room. Never forget Bellkeepers. I'll keep reminding you. While in the room, get a clear shot at a bell and take yourself to the Nightmare World. You end up in this hallway filled with fake Ghalrans. Notice your other dunker teammate is in their respective room and hallway with their own Ghalrans to deal with. Both of you, or whoever's in the hallways, travel along your hallways, killing wannabe Ghalrans along the way and pick you up unstable essence. Once all your fake Ghalrans are dead, your door will open, so make sure to kill all of your own fake Ghalrans. Again, if you see Bellkeepers, never forget to kill them. I'll keep reminding you. With 2 symbols dunked and all the fake Ghalrans dead, you can now DPS him. It can get chaotic, so I recommend Well of Radiance and sorting him to death or tractor cannon shotguns. Rinse and repeat all those steps. It should take you about 2 to 3 phases. Just don't forget these main steps. These will apply for the following encounters as well. Recap. Go to Nightmare World. Find Scion. Kill it. Pick up its symbol. Go back to the real world and then dunk your symbol. Kill all your fake Ghalrans. Then just DPS. Remember, never forget to kill your Bellkeepers. Here are some common mistakes that wipe the team or slow down the process. Next up is some classic platforming, relaxing, and exploring. If you keep dying on the slide, just jump periodically like I am doing here. I'm sure you'll be able to figure out this puzzle. Just make sure all these statues are facing their swords inwards. Just go into Nightmare World, activate the statues to make them turn, and you'll be good to go. Encounter 2, the Vault. I still like the sword for this encounter. Hammer Titan is great, along with Thunder Crash. This encounter involves 3 mini-bosses, so therefore, there are 3 rounds. Each round requires 2 symbols. Here are the 3 mini-bosses. I recommend these assignments for this encounter. At the very least, just split up. Remember the main steps here. Thankfully, the encounter tells you which 2 symbols you'll need for each round. Example, in this round 1, you'll need to go and get Cup and Axe in the Nightmare World. The Nightmare World is a lot bigger this time. Each symbol has a permanent location on this map. All you need to do is remember where each one's located and where to go. Example, here's the path to the dog symbol. Here's the path towards the axe symbol. Here's the path to the cup symbol. And here's the path to the sun symbol. Think of going to each symbol as turning onto the right street. There's a dog street and a cup street. So before going to the Nightmare World to get them, we should begin heading over to those areas in the first place. This clip shows me going over to the sun area to get ready to go into Nightmare World. At the same time, someone else should be at the other symbols area. This person is going to the dog area. In this clip, I'm waiting near the cup area. Transport ourselves to the Nightmare World. I'm in a Nightmare World. I'm shown by the yellow star. I will be standing near the entrance to the cup area. I simply travel into the cup area as shown by the green path. Starting out near the symbols area means you don't have to travel far to get the symbol. Simply follow that green path. Follow the green path to the end, killing all adds and finally kill this guy. Killing this Colossus will spawn a Centurion. This Centurion is the guy holding the symbol, so kill the Centurion and pick up the symbol. If you think you're lost, you can check up here for which symbol area you're in. But I'm not sure if that works for the other areas. With symbol in hand, make your way back, get ready to shoot the bell, and return back to the real world. Never forget the bell keepers. Whoever isn't getting the symbols can simply focus on these guys when you teleport in. That way you either have the staircase bell or the bottom bell ready to go. By the way, the exit bell and the bell keepers will always be located opposite of each other. So return to the real world, dunk your 2 symbols in the correct spots, and DPS the mini-boss. Repeat a total of 3 times. Let's go step by step. You start in real world, you're shown axe and sun are your correct symbols. Move near these spots marked by the yellow star to get ready. Teleport to the Nightmare World. Make your way to the end of the respective symbols areas. Killing all adds, kill Colossus, kill Centurion, kill bell keepers. Pick up symbols, return to the real world. Doing this 3 times, you move on to some platforming and eventually the final encounter. Final encounter, Nightmare Kaido. We will still be sticking to these main steps. Linears work perfectly here, especially Cataclysm. Each damage phase requires you to dunk 4 symbols. You can infinitely repeat dunking 4 symbols for as many DPS phases as you'd like. Notice that these platforms have symbols above them. Also note these 3 bells. Here's a detailed look showing which platform has which symbol. Be careful because this purple ground disappears in the Nightmare World. Feel free to make these assignments. You will find these scions on each platform. Killing them drops the associated symbol. Your job is to go back and forth, getting 2 symbols at a time. Altogether, you'll dunk 4 symbols in total. The game will show you 2 symbols at a time. Here, it's dog and sun for the first 2 symbols. Similar to the correct street analogy, place yourselves near the platforms associated with each symbol. That way, when you get teleported to the Nightmare World, you're close to the platform for that symbol. Remember to unlock the bells by killing each pair of bell keepers. Here's a quick narration of the workflow. First 2 symbols are dog and sun. Travel to the Nightmare World. I am already standing near one of the platforms containing the symbol. I simply need to jump up to the platform and kill the scion. Scion will drop the symbol. I pick up the symbol. Kill all bell keepers. Please be careful around bell keepers and their flamethrowers. They will boop you off the map or architect you. Shoot exit bell and return home. There will only be 1 exit bell. The other 2 bells will be empty. The bell keepers will only appear in these 2 empty remaining spots. Visually, if exit bell is down here, bell keepers will be found on left and right. If bell is on left, they'll be found on middle and right, so on and so forth. Once your team has both symbols, return to the real world and dunk them. Next, you'll be shown the next final 2 symbols. Here you can barely see it is sun and cup. Go back into the Nightmare World and get those final 2 symbols and I'll meet you back here in the real world. Now you've dunked a total of 4 symbols. You will see 4 red glowing jewels on the chains. Shoot one of them. Shooting a red jewel transports you into the Nightmare World for DPS. DPS involves killing bell keepers, wait for her to get close, shoot the bell, then you can DPS her. Shooting the bell stuns her as long as she crosses this black shadowy aura. When shooting the bell, you and your team should stay as close as possible to the bell and within the aura to get a damage buff. But there are 3 bells. How do you know which one to go to and shoot? Well, you have to watch Kaido and see which direction she's going to. Follow her. Here, she's going to the left bell. So simply go over to the left bell and kill those bell keepers. This will unlock that bell to shoot and stun Kaido. If that was confusing, here's a step-by-step. You have shot the red jewel and you arrive at DPS. I recommend waiting and seeing where she goes. She might go left, she might go right, she might go to the center. The takeaway here is you must get to that bell before she does. Then you must kill those bell keepers to prepare the bell so that you can shoot it and stun her. Let's assume she's moving to the left. Get there before she does and kill those bell keepers. Wait for her to get close enough, shoot the bell to stun her, and then DPS her. Watch and see where she goes next. She might go middle or right. Assume she goes to the right. Get there before she does, kill the bell keepers, wait for her to get close to the bell, shoot it, stun her, and then DPS her. Repeat for the last bell. Here's one strategy. Before you shoot the red jewel and go to Kaido DPS phase, send one person to each bell. This way, when you do teleport into the Nightmare World, you'll have someone at each bell already to be able to kill that bell's bell keepers right away. This screenshot shows my teammate is on the right side bell, and he can kill those right side bell keepers right away. You're simply prepping the bell way before Kaido decides on the direction to go to. In this clip, I'm shooting the red jewel and getting to the middle bell position in order to get ready for Kaido DPS. Shown here, one of my teammates is in position on the right side bell. Now, one more add-on. A big thanks to the comment section for reminding me. Notice my teammate getting up in Kaido's face and harassing her. I joined him by throwing hammers at her too. Doing so makes her stomp and interrupts her movement to the bell. You can actually interrupt and slow her a few times before she makes it to the bell if you need more time prepping the bell. If you don't get to the bell before she does, or you use up all 3 bells to damage her, she'll withdraw, you'll be sent back to the real world, and you have to start all over again. So collect your 2 symbols at a time for 4 symbols total, go into the Nightmare World, kill the Scions, get your symbols, return to the real world, dunk the symbols, look for your next 2 symbols, go get them, dunk them, shoot the red jewel, and go back to DPS phase. Wait and watch for where she goes, kill bell keepers, she bailed to stun her, then you can kill her. It's all about preparing and positioning ahead of time in order to maximize the DPS time. With that, you'll be done with the dungeon. Thank you so much if you stuck around until the end. This was the first dungeon guides in minutes, and I really like to see feedback on how to improve. It isn't the most complicated dungeon, but activating the bells can be very buggy. As of this recording, I'm still not sure if this has been fixed. A big thanks to the comment section for reminding me because I really did forget to mention a couple tips that I use myself. If any of this helped or clarified maybe one small thing, or maybe it didn't, comment what did, what didn't work, because I really do look out for that feedback and I read your comments. It helps me be even more to the point in future content. So if this helped you in any small way, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next step-by-step to the point guide.